Welcome back, guys, to the Liberator channel. Here we got another Soulblight Gravelords video for you. Getting into the list here, another Legion of Blood, Grand Strategy Empire of Corpses, Bloodthirsty for our Triumph will be coming in at 1970 points. Front and Center General, Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon with the Doomed Minions command trait, a Deathlance armed with the Cloak of Mists and Shadows as the artifact, and his spell Vile Transference. The goal behind that is to maybe be able to snipe some heroes and heal some additional wounds to keep him topped up in addition to the hunger. Then we got Neferata over here, bringing all the good stuff she brings with her, and she'll be taking the spell, the Prison of Grief, for Fight Last. That'll be nice to keep us resilient. We'll have the Wight King on foot there, and the Vampire Lord on foot. We'll have Horrorghast for its spell. We'll pair the Wight King with 20 Graveguard and 3 blocks of 10 skeletons as our battle line, and 5 Blood Knights to round it all out. 2 drops, double battle regiment.
Today I'll be playing Disciples of Tzeentch in the sub-faction Host Duplicitous. I have my Magister on Disc of Tzeentch here with the spells Bolt of Tzeentch and Merciless Blizzard. I have Kairos Fate Weaver. I have the Blue Scribes, they know all the spells. Curseling is my general with the command trait Arcane Sacrifice and the spells Arcane Suggestion and Hoarfrost. My Ogroid has the spells Shield of Fate and Merciless Blizzard, along with the artifact Time Slip Pendant. I have 2 units of 10 Horrors and 1 unit of Zangors, along with 3 endless spells, the Sigil, the Tome of Eyes, and the Malevolent Maelstrom. I have a Command Entourage with an extra spell, and Entorian Acolytes with these 2 guys, for a total of 1950 points with the Grand Strategy Master of Destiny.
Alright, today we'll be playing No Reward Without Risk. This battle plan has a interesting twist on the deployment. Instructions: it does not have a minimum distance like most battle plans have, how far you need to stay away from your opponent, like 9 inches or anything. So you could actually deploy in combat. What's better than pink horrors in combat? I don't know. Gotrek in combat, or front and center. I like that. What you got going on over here, deployment wise?
I got some pinks screening out that gravesite, some Zangors trying to do that one, and then just all my heroes in the middle.
Makes sense. All hugging the damned, trying to perhaps do something special there. We've got our grave sites over here and right there. We'll be having priority for picking who goes first on this one. Soulblight will think if we want to redeploy something using Neferata's ability and get back to you. We're going to go into a Tzeentch turn. Okay, back from our pre-movements. We redeployed Neferata, just moved her a little bit there, put her pretty much back in the same spot. We did redeploy the skeleton unit here to be an extra screen, 2-layer, and we have our 20 Graveguard and the Wight King in the grave. And we're going to be giving the turn 1 to Tzeentch. And what's your battle tactic going to be today?
Mindful Dismantlement, kill the skeleton unit here.
He's going to kill my skeletons.
Well,
let's see. Old boy Henry there is holding strong.
Under the hero phase for Tzeentch, I autocast the Flaming Sigil over there. The Blue Scribes failed their 2-up to get off the Maelstrom, but I did end up getting my battle tactic for wiping the end of their skeletons with spells. Got Hoarfrost off on the pink horrors here. Other than that,
killed one additional skeleton right there. Sir Henry is piled on top of the chaos spawn. He will not be denied. He is dead though. But is he? He might come back.
70 points. Yeah, going into movement phase. End of the turn for Tzeentch. Moved around both the graveyards to try and stop the grave guard from coming in. Charged in the pink horrors. Killed all but one skeleton. Rolled extremely good on that. But they're just there being in the way. The sigil did not kill anyone that would make him get turned into a spawn. But the spawn I had made earlier ran up, killed some more skeletons, and is just being in the way, hopefully.
Yeah, you did 3 wounds to the Vampire Lord on foot down there.
Yes, I did do that with the sigil.
With the sigil, and 1 wound to the Blood Knights. We inspired presence the 1 skeleton because we had 3 command points. This will be the bottom of the turn. We're fixing to get another one, and we wanted to bring 9 back, hopefully, on 4-ups at the start of the next combat phase, maybe. We did roll for the coming back at the end of his movement phase for the first skeleton unit that died, and we did not roll that. And the 3 units that we got for the that we picked for the command trait on the zombie dragon for 2s, we rolled a D3. So the Zangors, the unit, the 2 units of pinks, all will be being hit on 2-ups by the zombie dragon and units that are attacking that unit when he's within 3 inches. So scoring for your turn is going to be
I'm going to score 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for more, and 2 for the battle tactics.
5 points. Going into bottom of turn 1, Soulblight. End of the movement phase for Soulblight, turn 1. We did a heroic action of Finest Hour on the Zombie Lord. Got dispelled the sigil and the book, so you couldn't re-roll with Kairos. Only spell we successfully got off, we used our primal dice for Neferata's Grief Prison, or Prison of Grief there for strike class. We were trying to get off on this horror unit, and we got a 17 on that with our primal dice, rolled a natural 11.
But I got an 18. With him, got a 6, changed the other one to a 6, and then rolled my 2 primal dice.
Man, killing dreams here. We brought the Grave Guard down and the Wight King, anticipating, say, maybe we can make a charge over here into this horror unit, and if not, and we get the double turn, then we can kind of move up and start threatening. Pretty good. Zombie Dragon's going to attempt to go in, see if we can hit on 2s into this unit. Coming back, the end of the combat phase. Here we are, end of the Soulblight turn. The horrors are gone. Only second game with this army, so I didn't know all the damage output. But with the designation from the command trait for them to be everybody to hit them on 2s if they were within combat with the general, the zombie dragon, we did a lot of damage. We did 24 damage just with the zombie dragon, and he missed all his pestilential breath and Deathlance attacks. Neferata came out. We roared them so that they couldn't all out defense. And made the charge. The Blood Knights finished off the last couple of guys. Neferata took a couple wounds, healed it with the hunger, and we moved these skeletons around with the pile-in, so they're kind of screening now in case we lose the turn. And then the other unit of skeletons tailed off into the spawn, is still alive. Not an ideal situation because the zombie dragon is still locked in combat, but not knowing the damage output of the army and what to expect, and the battle tactic was led into the maelstrom. Either the zombie dragon or this unit of skeletons had to be within combat of a unit at the end of the turn. I didn't really know if that was a good call or not, but I am going to complete it because I'm going to be within combat with the Chaos Spawn and the Zombie Dragon, but I'll be locked down for combat next turn. So, we did lift the horror unit. whole army into it. Failed to charge with the Grave Guard, but that'll give us 5 points, tying up the game. Going into a roll off here. 5, 2, 1. Soulblight win the double turn. Alright, end of the movement phase for Soulblight. Turn 2, we got our double turn. We took a heroic action to recover the Vampire Lord on foot there. Got 2 wounds recovered out of that. We attempted some casting, trying to unlock the Zombie Lord on Zombie Dragon there. Killing the Chaos Spawn. We only got the War Scroll spell off the Zombie Dragon. And for doing 3-up mortals. And we only got 1. We failed the next 3 up. So he's got 1 wound left, still locking us up. Looking like we're gonna have to make probably an 8-inch, maybe 7-inch charge getting his Angors if we kill him with a stomp or shooting. And move Neferata over there. Skeleton's kind of doing a screen there. We're trying to double up with the Grave Guard and the Blood Knights to take out the other unit of horrors. And fail everything else we attempted to cast was failed. Unbound, excuse me. Tzeentch showing off their bullying skills. Had a redeploy on the horrors, trying to screen out the Curseling and such. Yeah, just trying to see if we can take out this wing and this side over here in this double turn. Going to be going into the charge shooting phase after we roll our dice for our end of movement phase. Okay, end of round 2, battle round 2, top of turn 2 for Soulblight. We took our battle tactic of intimidate invaders and we accomplished that. We had some lackluster damage come out of Neferata over here and she took 3 back. We moved up. The Grave Guard did not take out. They did less damage, way less than was expected from the -1 to hit.
Yeah, from it's an allegiance ability. If Daemon unit and Daemon hero hold within 12, get -1 to hit.
Yep, -1 to hit. I had all out attack him just to get him back to 4s. The Blood Knights, we failed to kill the Curseling, did no damage to him other than the impact damage that we did. Lost 1 Knight and 5 Grave Guard. We did bring back a unit of skeletons, 5 guys there, so working towards our grand strategy and possibly the battle tactic in the future for surround and destroy. So that brings us to 10 for Soulblight to 5 for Tzeentch. Moving into bottom of turn 2 for Tzeentch.
End of the shooting phase for Tzeentch.
Bottom of turn 2.
Bottom of turn 2.
What's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic was magical dominance, which I did not get. Got one of my spells dispelled, but I did get off the sigil, turned him into a spawn, and the Magister turned one of the Grave Guard into a chaos spawn. So I got 2 off that time. I did Merciless Blizzard with the Ogroid, but rolled 2 ones and then 6 damage to myself, and it ended up being only 5 to the Zombie Dragon. But he's up to 10 wounds now.
Yep, took a lot of damage in the magic phase there. Smattering of damage across from the skeletons, 1 in there, 3 in there, dead Blood Knight from shooting and magic.
Yes.
And then like 6 dudes out of the Grave Guard. And you got off Arcane Suggestion, so they're -1 to hit and wound. Difficult. What else did you get off of note?
I think that's it. I think that's all I really got off.
Okay, only one I got to say unbind was the book, and that was for the battle tactic.
End of the turn for Tzeentch. Not complete my battle tactic. I only scored 2 for this objective. That objective. Killed almost all the Grave Guard, along with 2 more Blood Knights. Both the spawns are alive still, so that's good. All my Zangars died over here. So she's just free to charge in. It's not great, but yeah, hoping for a double turn.
Yep, did some battle shock, rolled a 1 on the grave guard, we lost 10, so we only lost one more guy. -1 to hit and wound, hurts a lot. And Zombie Dragon took 10, but Neferata popped off pretty good and wiped him, so that was nice. Roll off for turn 3. 4 for Soulblight and a 6 for Tzeentch.
I will be taking it.
Gonna be taking it. We'll be going into top of turn 3. The score currently is 10 to 7 in favor of Soulblight.
End of the shooting phase for Tzeentch.
Top of turn 3.
Top of turn 3, yeah.
Battle tactic.
My battle tactic was to kill the unit of Blood Knights here with spells, magical mayhem, and I did complete that.
You're dead.
The Blue Scribes got off the book for Kairos to help him. Yeah, killed all them. Killed a few more of the Grave Guard and quite a few skeletons here. The Chaos spawned right over here to take the objective while these two are just screening. And then I summoned in a unit of pink horrors to hopefully charge in and just be a screen.
You put Arcane Suggestion, -1 to hit and wound on the Zombie Dragon. I heroic recovered him for 3 wounds.
Yes.
Yep. Grave Guard are almost lost for the world. See if we can bring back any skeletons. You got a Merciless Blizzard off. It did 7 mortal wounds to Neferata.
Oh, yeah.
And 1 additional one from shooting.
Took 2 from that.
There we go. Going into the charge phase.
End of Tzeentch's turn.
Top of turn 3.
Top of turn 3. I took these 3 objectives, actually these 4 objectives, for scoring 5 points with my battle tactic.
What was your battle tactic
It
again?
was magical mayhem on the knights.
Yep, killed them in the hero phase.
And killed these skeletons. Took a lot of damage on the pinks.
Summoned those pinks in and took a lot of damage, yeah. Neferata healed some.
Yeah.
One spawn died to the skeletons.
Yeah, there's 4 wounds on him. Yeah.
Yep. And this unit of skeletons right here that died started at 2 guys, brought 7 back at the start of the combat phase, and then got all the way killed back down. So they're dead. So we'll be looking to try and bring them back. I like this move right here. You're keeping the Grave Guard locked in so that they can't be brought back at half strength and just locked in because I can't retreat from you. So good move there. Going into what else? Anything else?
No.
All right, going into the bottom of turn 3 for Soulblight. End of the shooting phase for Soulblight Gravelords. Bottom of turn 3. We took our battle tactic, Cursed Unlife, and I'll complete that if my general, the Zombie Dragon, heals any wounds with the Hunger or 2 other vampire units, Neferata, and the on foot Vampire Lord, heal any wounds. So that's what we took. We did some movement. Zombie Dragon moved up there. Vampire Lord moved up. Wight King moved over here. And we used the Pestilential Breath to take out the Chaos Spawn that was taking subjective. So that'll take it back for us. We brought back 4 Grave Guard over here. Moved up this Skeleton unit of 5 to contest this objective. We only got 1 spell off, which was Neferata's Grief Strike Last spell, and got that off on the horrors. So we're going to see what horrors we can do to them. Lame. But I'm a dad, so I can make dad jokes. End of Soulblight Gravelords turn 3, bottom of 3. We still have a horror unit here, as you can see. The Zombie Dragon with -1 to hit and wound did 3 damage, I think, by the end of it
Like that, yeah.
in combat. So he did heal with the Hunger, but took more wounds back, so he's at 10 after all of that. Neferata did pretty poorly as well, but she did do enough to heal her wounds. And the Vampire Lord on foot did pretty good damage. and he healed his wounds. So we will get our battle tactic for the Cursed Unlife for healing with the Hunger ability. The skeletons showed up and did like 7 damage. They got the buff from the Vampire Lord there, so that was nice. We did clear out the brims with these few Graveguard, thanks to the Wight King's ability we put on them for the exploding 6s, and then a couple mortals got us just over the hump. So we will score 1, 2, and more skeletons that came back. We did not get a skeleton unit, half the skeleton unit that died on the movement phase. So that will get us scoring one total of 5 for the turn, putting it 15 to 12 in favor of Soulblight, going into roll off for turn 4. 5 to 6 in favor of the Tzeentch.
I will take it again.
All right, going into turn 4.
Top turn 4, end of the shooting phase.
Battle tactic.
My battle tactic was to intimidate the invaders. I should be able to get that pretty easily. I got Hoarfrost off on the Brimstones along with Shield of Fate, so that's going to be a 5-up ward. And killed the zombie dragon with spells.
Yep, he is no longer here.
Yeah, just trying to get...
You moved your Magister over here,
Yeah,
grabbed this objective, got the sigil off.
Got the sigil off, turned my horror into a spawn, and did some more damage.
Yep. Moved over here, took this objective, ran the curse thing, Wight King redeployed.
And the blue scribes over here.
Blue scribes are over here.
Going into the...
Rallied 6 or 7.
Yeah, you rallied 6.
6
Graveguard.
Graveguard back, so that's nice. We'll need that because the zombie dragon's dead. So going into the charge phase.
And it's Tzeentch's turn for top of 4. I got 5 points for holding 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for more, and then I got a battle tactic for intimidate the invaders. Brim Horrors are still alive here. Neferata did not do as much damage as normal. Spawn got killed. The blue scribes actually killed all 5 of the skeletons.
Yep.
Rolled really good on that.
Poked them in the eye with their quills.
Yeah, the 5-up board helped on the brimstones.
Imagine that, 5-up wards, guys. Big units.
Yeah.
Coming in clutch. Tried to pile in Neferata to get within range of the objective, just shy of it. So that's going to score you 5 points, putting you to 17 to 15 in favor of Tzeentch, going into bottom of turn 4. Soulblight Gravelords. See what we can do. Okay, end of the shooting phase for Soulblight Gravelords, bottom of turn 4. Our battle tactic is the Grasping Dead. We picked Leroy and the boys down here. They're within 3 inches of an enemy unit, and they got to be within 3 inches of an enemy unit at the end of this turn. We're betting on them. We only got 1 cast off for Strikes Last, the Prison of Grief on the Brimstone Horrors there, so we'll see what we can do to them. We brought back 4 skeletons here, tailed them back to kind of take this objective back from the Magister. Brought back another 4 from the Graveguard there. They're at 16 on strength. Moving them towards the center here. Ran the Wight King over there to continue to hold that objective should we make a charge over here. And brought back a 5-man unit of skeletons right here. Kind of trying to pull those heroes over here because I cannot get within range of the objective to control it. So we're going to go into the combat phase, see what damage we can do to these horrors here, and if we can get into combat here. End of Soulblight Gravelords turn 4. Bottom of turn 4. We failed our battle tactic. The Grasping Dead. Leroy and the boys are still alive, but the big bird and the Brimstones are dead. Very surprised about that, to be honest, with the amount of damage that needed to come out. But we did get our Strike Last spell off from Neferata onto the Brims, And we did make our charge, the 6-inch charge minimum, came in clutch on the Grave Guard. We rolled a 3-inch charge, and they got all out attack. They were at -1 to hit, but they still killed him just barely. And we rolled for the battle plan. Wizards blow up on a 4-up, and it was going to be a nice AoE there.
It was a 3.
But it was a 3.
Everyone but the blue scribe.
Yeah, and that would have been interesting. But did not happen. So we scored 1, 2, and more. I piled in Neferata to take that objective. We hold the center. The Wight King ran over here to hold this one. Leroy and the boys there control this one, so we'll get 3 points only for the turn. That'll bring it to 18 to 17. Roll off for turn 5, and that's a win for the Tzeentch.
Yeah.
And we can talk. We'll come back and talk out what kind of extra points we can get. I don't think I have a chance at my grand strategy, but we'll see. We'll be right back with a score up.
Alright, top turn 5, I chose my battle tactics round and destroy. So I just ran the blue scribes over there, the Magister on disc over here, and the Curseling over there. I ended up in our hero phase, I got the Sigil off, and he got his spell, so I made 2 spawn here, hoping to maybe pop off and take the objective. Did not end up doing that though. I charged in the Ogre over here, did 3 damage, and then the Wight King killed me by 6 extra wounds.
Yeah, he popped off there, man. Asked my 5-year-old what we should call him because he needs a name after that, and he said, thought for a good while and said, we're going to call him Bob. So, King Bob. We wanted him to die though, because I wanted a chance on my turn to roll for him coming back, because that would be my grand strategy. But now my grand strategy is denied, because I have no more dead units to try and revive. You ended up with what score-wise?
I ended up getting just 1 for 1 for the objectives, because I didn't take that, and then 2 for the battle tactic for surround and destroy, so I got 3 more, getting me up to 20, and then I got my grand strategy, because I have 3 Destiny dice with 3s on them, so got my Destiny grand strategy for a total of 23 points.
And going into my turn, 5 for Soulblight. The only I have a battle tactic I can do for expanding the grave sites to hold 2 objectives wholly outside my territory with summonable units, and or vampire, and we got that one over there, and this one over there is still being held. So that gets me 1, 2 more for these 3 over here, and gives me 5. And we go to a 23 to 23 tie, and we both failed a battle tactic. So that means, because the first tie break is whoever scored the most battle tactics. Oh, it's actually not a tie.
Oh.
Because you got your grand strategy. That's the second break.
Yeah.
So congratulations on your first win with Tzeentch. Second game ever with him. Well done. Thoughts on the game and the army? And the army you faced as well?
I like them. I like Tzeentch. You can like the summoning and just all the spells I can do. Vampires are tough though, healing.
Yeah, it was a lot of that, man. Leroy and the boys down there stayed till the end. I bet on them.
The Graveguard got what, like 16 guys back, or no?
Yeah, they're back at 16
from 2. Yeah,
from 2 guys with bringing back units, and then rally, 1 good rally. So that was amazing. Yeah, my first time trying out Neferata. Got to finish her paint job up, but she did pretty good. The zombie dragon found out that he does not like minuses to hit.
Yeah.
That's why the command trait to pick 3 units to hit on 2s if he's within 3 inches of it helped balance that out. But when you got that horror unit out on a summon, that really showed the takiness and how insignificant his damage can be at that point, especially with a 5-up ward on the unit. So, a great game. Really enjoyed it. Thanks.
Welcome.
Let us know what you guys think at home. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and the lists are in the descriptions. Let us know we can do better.